Hi, I'm
Okay.
McAuley Terracino, and I'm interning at the Center for Service and Social Justice. And today I have with me here Jenny, and she works at the Catherine McAuley Center. And she's going to tell us about all the work her organization has done. And we just want to thank you so much for being here with us today. And let's get started.
Thank you for inviting me and giving us a chance to spread the word about the Catherine McAuley Center. We're a local nonprofit organization. We're located in Scranton. We actually were started in 1984, and we provide housing and also supportive services for homeless individuals and families, primarily women and children. We're actually in two counties, Luzerne and Lackawanna County, and we have some emergency shelters, transitional housing programs, and also some permanent housing programs for chronically homeless people. The real core mission of what we do is that we help a family transition from homelessness to living independently. And we do that by offering a lot of services and very intensive case management. So we have a case manager that works with each client and family, helps to provide education, counseling, um, workshops on things like budgeting, financial literacy, child safety, nutrition. And we work with a family intensively over several months, sometimes up to a year, to the point where they can really live and support themselves. We also, in addition to the housing programs, we have a food pantry,
Mhm.
we have a furniture bank, and we have an adopt a family program at Christmas.
That's wonderful. So what do you find is the most important needs of the community that need to be met?
Well, obviously, one is the shortage of affordable housing
Mhm.
is a primary need, but that's not really a standalone need. What goes with that is the fact that there's a great deal of poverty in the area and also the lack of a living wage. So most of our clients live at or below the poverty level, and even once they have jobs, if you're a low wage earner, you and earning close to the minimum wage, even if you work 40, 50 hours a week, you can't support yourself.
Mhm.
The cost of housing is out of reach. Some of the other problems I've seen are transportation systems. Our clients don't have cars, so we need better public transportation for them to get to work. And also childcare has become hugely important for them because these are working mothers. And if childcare is not available, they can't sustain their employment.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely very important, and unfortunately, that is very common.
Mhm.
Do you think, and if any ways, how do you feel your organization has been affected by COVID-19?
We've been affected in many ways, and I would say primarily because our clients have been affected. Many of them lost their jobs immediately
Mm-hmm.
because they had jobs, they were service jobs um, in retail or cleaning, and or healthcare, and they couldn't be done remotely. So that meant that we had some families supported by a single mother, in most cases that she lost her major source of income.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've also seen, we're starting to get an increase in calls regularly because so many people are out of work and people are having a difficult time. They're struggling to stay current with their rent payments and to pay their monthly bills. And then at the same time, we had to cancel some of our major fundraising events. We had to postpone a lot of fundraising activities. And we really depend on donations
Yeah.
from the community to sustain what we do. I would say one of the other things about COVID is it's made everybody more acutely aware of the problem of homelessness.
Mm-hmm.
And the need to have secure, stable housing, because from the beginning, people were told, well, stay home, shelter in place. You can't stay home and you can't shelter in place if you have nowhere to go. So that's made the issue of homelessness front and center.
Yeah, so unfortunately, it is an issue, but at the same time, COVID did put a light on the problem, and hopefully because of that, people will become much more aware of the situation and that it's not just in these big cities, it's right under your nose, it's right in your neighborhood. So, I mean, there's always benefits and there's always the negative,
Yeah.
but we'll see. Hopefully, it will be over soon.
Hopefully.
So, are there any specific ways people can still get involved in this organization to help out and volunteer?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, because of COVID, like so many organizations, we can't have face-to-face, in-person volunteer service opportunities.
Mhm,
But we have a new opportunity that we've started, which is, as you know, everyone, all the children and youth in the Scranton School District are learning virtually.
mhm,
And our families really struggle with that. They might be sharing a Chromebook for 3 or 4 children.
yeah,
They might not have a parent who can really be a mentor to them and help them with online learning.
mhm,
So we came up with the idea of turning to local college and university students to see if they'd like to serve as a virtual, I say, tutor slash mentor to some of our children and youth. So you would work with them remotely, obviously via platforms like Zoom or over the phone, to help them understand maybe some of the classwork and assignments they have to do and see if there's any other way that they can be a source of help and support. And we think that'll make a huge difference. And we also think it would be a really rewarding experience for a college or university student to kind of bond with one of our children. Another thing that everybody can do anywhere and everywhere is you can coordinate a donation drive.
mhm,
And I don't mean a monetary donation. Our families use all the same things that every family uses in their household, from cleaning supplies to paper products. And right now, we're especially looking for donations of towels
okay,
and twin size sheets because we have new families moving into our shelter all the time. We like to give them new linens. So the needs are very basic. They might seem like very simple, basic necessities to most of us, but they're luxuries for our families. So you can definitely coordinate a donation drive. We have a complete wish list on our website, catherinemccauleycenter.org, or
mhm,
you can call me. I'm the Development and Volunteer Coordinator at 570-342-1342.
okay. Well, personally, like I know a lot of people are still looking for volunteer opportunities, and that's part of the reason my like office is doing this type of work because we want to spread the word and get it out there that there are still places that you can volunteer. You don't have to be in face to face to make a difference.
Yes,
So, well, we
that's a good
really,
point.
yeah, we really appreciate you coming on, and we thank you, and we thank you for what you're doing for the community. And I would say we're gonna put the link in the bio, so if anybody wants to check it out, they have more than enough resources to get the information. So we want to thank you again and
Thank you so much. I think it's awesome what you're doing.